Welcome to DIYEasyCrafts.com. Today we're going to do a product review on the OBM surface grinder. Now this is an attachment that attaches to their standard 2x72 grinders, and it's perfect for flattening knife blanks prior to grinding bevels, and again to confirm flatness after heat treating. The OBM, or Origin Blade Maker surface grinding attachment, mounts to their standard 2x72 grinder. It comes with everything that you need. It mounts to a standard 1.5" tooling arm. Comes with a contact wheel and the magnetic glide. Slides up and down. And also a tensioning device that allows you to move the unit in and out for grinding, as deep or as much off the blade material as you'd like. Before we get further into the grinder, I want to introduce you to a new book that Jason Northgard and I just published. It's available on Amazon.com, 120 pages, very highly illustrated with color images. And the book covers everything a beginner needs to know, from the equipment that you need, profiling a blade, how to grind bevels, how to heat treat. It even goes into simple forging, how to mount handles. The book is called Introduction to Knife Making, the Beginner's Do-It-Yourself Guide to Making Knives. To find it, just go on to Amazon.com, type Introduction to Knife Making, and it's the book with Jason Northgard's face on the cover. Now, back to the OBM surface grinder. So this is my grinder. I'm going to take off the tooling arm. I just want to show you how easy it is to set up or to mount this surface grinder attachment. I'm going to take off the large wheel attachment. Just doing some hollow grinds just prior to receiving this. Now the main tooling arm with the contact wheel just slides in like any contact wheel or flat platen. You can use coarse grit belts to remove a lot of material very quickly. You can use very fine grit belts if you're going to be doing polishing. The sliding arm has very strong magnets on it, and it actually just slides right over the 3 wheels on the main support arm. I'll show you another view of that. There's a grooved slot on the back of the magnetic arm, and it just slides right onto those bearings. It even has a digital location, or almost a micrometer, which is really nice. You can set this for when your wheel first touches the blade. It gives you a nice position. You know how much material you have then taken off from whatever side you're working on. When I mount the blank to the magnets, I leave the handle extended at least 1/4 inch over the top, and that will make it easier to take the blade off of those magnetics. That magnet. Those magnets are really strong. You don't want to have to slide the blade sideways and chance scratching the surface. I also confirm that blank is not touching the contact wheel at all before I turn on the grinder, and then I'm going to slowly bring that blank into the contact wheel. When you turn the wheel to the left, it's kind of opposite of what you would think, but you get used to it very quickly. Now with a coarse grit belt, you can remove material very quickly. The coarse grit belts will develop a lot less heat than the fine grit belts will. So just be careful. If you're using the fine grit belts, you really want to be careful not to burn yourself when you go to take the blank off. But a few passes on a blank that was not very warped cleans it up very quickly and very nicely. I've never had one of these things before. I've always gotten away with it, but now that I have one, it's really going to improve the quality of the finished products that I put out. You know, the flatter you get the blanks, the better the bevels are going to be, and you know, the final finish is going to be improved. So here I'm putting the other side of the blank on. I've left the handle extended just a little bit over the top, and that's going to allow me to pry it off when I'm done. I readjusted for a finer belt. And the finer belts are not going to throw as many sparks as the coarse grit, of course. Just a couple of different views showing how the unit functions. The sliding arm is just basically pulled up and down. A few passes on each side of the blade. It's actually going to put some exercise music behind this. I'll have a very strong right arm when I'm done. You know, if you're not real comfortable working around these grinders when the belt's running, turn it off before you remove the blank. You don't want to get caught up. And there you see a very nice satin finish or matte finish. And this is 120 grit. I was very impressed. And now I've gone to a 240 grit belt. In looking at the design features of this surface grinder, I think that it will also mount or adapt pretty easily to a majority of 2x72 grinders. Basically anything that will accept an 1.5 inch tooling arm, you should be able to adapt this to. And I would definitely recommend just contacting OBM to confirm that it will fit the particular grinder that you have. But I was very impressed. It's a very sturdy, robust unit. It was built well, it functions well, it was easy to set up, and the results are just nothing less than spectacular. For additional information, go to their website, originblademaker.com. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I ask that you please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'd also like to give you an invite to our Facebook group, Knives and Knife Making. And you're certainly welcome to post images of your own products that you produce. Please check us out on the web at DIYEasyCrafts.com as well as BergKnifemaking.com. Thank you very much.